Hello, my name is Ivan Aristeguieta, and this is Sit Down Comedy Club, Brisbane. My favorite comedian, I have a lot of favorite comedians. From just now, the top of my mind will be Patton Oswalt, Seinfeld, Jim Gaffigan, Dave Chappelle. Before comedy, I studied many things. One of the things I studied was food technology, and straight after that, I studied masters in brewing and malting technology in Spain. And I worked in a brewery in Venezuela for 4 years. I was in charge of the brew house in the Cervecería Polar San Joaquín, that's Polar brewery in San Joaquín, Venezuela. Then I started doing comedy when I was working in the brewery, and then I quit. And beer keeps being part of my main job. It's just I still drink beer at work, which is why it wasn't that hard to leave the brewery. Best part of being a comedian is you are paid to think about stuff, and then just think, and you think all day, and you do nothing, and then you work for a maximum 1 hour a day, and then you just go back to thinking about stuff. I got into comedy because a friend of mine told me that I should do comedy in Venezuela, because it was this new thing called stand-up comedy, which we all knew was an old thing, but in Venezuela as a format was new. So we wrote some jokes, we prepared, we did some previews before going to a normal comedy club and sign up on an open mic, and we did gigs at home and gigs at friends' places, and bring like 30-40 friends, because they knew we were funny and they were excited about this new stand-up comedy thing. And we did that like for 5 times, and then we were ready to go to the comedy club. And when we went to the comedy club for the first time, we bloody destroyed it. Never take for granted that people think how you think. Like never imply, never assume people think the way you think. Comedy is about putting people to see the world through your eyes. So give them as much information as you have, so they can see and they can laugh with you through your eyes, because everything's funny for everybody. Like, what I think is funny is it might not be funny for you, but if I put you in my perspective, it might be funny for you. I understand the changes, I understand the evolution. Some stuff makes sense, some stuff might not make sense. So we are in times of transition. So at the moment, some people might be too sensitive, but a lot of people can be very sensible. I remember a night in Perth. It was right after my divorce, and I was very angry and very aggressive in the audience. Just not against the audience, but with life, because I was going through tough times. So I was very negative. So I bombed because I've asked for it. Like I wasn't ready to do comedy. I was in a very bad place, and nothing worked because probably I didn't want it to work. So it was one of the worst times of me on stage. Well, whoever is listening and watching to this, my name is Ivan Aristeguieta. You can follow me on Ivan Comedy. I know Ivan is complicated, but just think Ivan or Ivan Comedy, and that's my tag for for Twitter at Ivan Comedy, for Instagram at Ivan Comedy, for Facebook at Ivan Comedy. If you want to know, my name is Ivan Aristeguieta, Aristeguieta, Aristeguieta.